Shalom, shalom. What's going on? This Shah Mordecai, wise warrior for the Most High Mighty One God of Israel, Zephaniah, treasured warrior spirit of the Most High Yahawah. Coming from SITHLORDTIGER, School of Truth, service in the house of the Lord, together in God's eternal righteousness, SITHLORDTIGER. I'm down here to gold mine with today's class, Milk Part 4, touching on law. Just some little basics about law. You know what I mean? These milk classes, I'm not going to precept you to death. I'm going to give you some basics, use analogies and metaphors and worldly stuff that people with little understanding can understand, you know, because a lot of our people fooled by Christianity that they don't learn from past the pork chop and the lies we've been taught that been passed down from slavery from generation to generation to generation like that. So just coming with, you know, some basics right here. Got a class this weekend. I'm gonna give a break to these milk classes and get into 2 classes, something different, and come back with Milk Part 5 about riches. You know what I mean? Because our people equate knowledge with riches. If you got money, you smart. You know what I mean? If you got a lot of worldly stuff, you smart. So that's why I'm gonna go into that class right there. You know, and for Part 5 of this milk. But I'm gonna go into 2 classes that I already did months ago. I had them wrote down months ago, and I'm about to do them. See how they turn out or whatever. But today's class, Milk Part 4. Let's go. Start at John. All superheroes need theme music. I am extremely tired, but you know, I gotta get this channel. I gotta get my classes together before I really start promoting. I got business cards, flyers, all that. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get the perfect balance of being a family man. I got 2 babies. You know what I mean? And it's truth. You know what I mean? Leading and being a father. So, you know, I'm learning. You know what I mean? It's a process. You know what I mean? John 17:17. And I just got finished watching the class, the elder bringing out. Tired and all. But that's what you gotta learn. You know what I mean? You gotta, you know, and these classes help you stay in the spirit. When you listening to brothers bring it out, you know what I mean? Help you stay in the spirit. You know, whoever you listening to or whatever like that. You know what I mean? You can get into who right and who wrong later. But navigating through all aspects of this truth is what keep your spirit radiating and permeating, you know what I mean? Because I got a warrior spirit, so I'm always fired up about this kingdom and all that. Even then, even still, I need to be charged up. So when I hear another brother bringing something out, plus I'm still learning, you know what I mean? So, dive into it. John 17:17. Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is the truth. So it tell you thy word is the truth. Pastor Porchop not teaching you that word. So you can't possibly have any truth. He teaches you that John 3:16 is the whole Bible. And you running around screaming at when you see the bride and seen brothers teaching, and somebody want to run up with John 3:16, the whole Bible. They quick to pull that like that's the magic scripture to make the whole Bible shut down. Our people need to be ashamed of themselves, man, with this chicken Joe past the pork chop understanding. Keep like them days dead. Them days is over with, buddy. Brothers waking up. They ain't gonna keep getting away with that, man. Let's go to Psalms 119, 142. Psalms 119 and 142. Psalms 119 and 142.
The QuickBooks Self-Employed
The hell? Come on, man. Thy righteousness is the everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. So the last scripture tell you thy word is the truth. So how you gonna get the law? Through thy word. The last scripture said thy word is the truth. This saying thy law. So how you gonna get the law? Through the word. So listening to Pastor Porkchop, you ain't gonna get no. You're not gonna get no understanding of the law because he's not teaching you the word. Let's go to Sirach 19, 19 and 20. The book of Sirach, chapter 19. The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life, and they that do things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality. Verse 20. The fear of the Lord is all wisdom, and all wisdom is the performance of the law. So you're not gonna get no wisdom if you don't get no understanding of the Most High. And you don't fear him enough to search to understand, to get it from his prophets. And what it say? It's the doctrine of life, man. These scriptures tell you everything you need to know about what's going on earth, man. Everything. Let's go to Proverbs 6 and 23. It say, for the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. So the commandment is a lamp. What does a lamp do? It give you light so you can see. These commandments help you see how to live, which direction to go in to live. And reproofs of instruction are the way of life. So the instruction, the correction is the way of life. When you're being taught properly, that's the way of life. You're getting wiser, you're learning things, you're getting more understanding, you're feeling stronger psychologically, spiritually, you know what I mean? And that's going to carry over to your physical form. Let's go to James 2. Let's go to James 2. The book of James, chapter 2, verse 10. It say, for whosoever shall keep the whole law and yet offend at one point, he is guilty of all. People be trying to pull that out there. A lot of people in Christianity, somebody getting on about keeping the law. Don't when you break one law, you break them all and walk off. And let's read it again. For whosoever shall keep the whole law and yet offend at one point, he is guilty of all. For verse 11. For he that said, do not commit adultery, said also, do not kill. Now, if thou commit no adultery, yet if thou kill, thou art become a transgressor of the law. So it's telling you right there, that context of that is about being a hypocrite, man. You can't be telling nobody about what they doing because I'm a thief and you a sodomite. I'm getting on you about being a sodomite, but I'm a thief. That's what it's going into. That's what it's going into right there. It's basically telling you don't be a hypocrite, because if you break one law, you just as guilty. Because I can't be like, you a sodomite and I'm a thief. That's why I say if you break one, you break them all. Because being a thief is breaking the law too. So it's basically telling you it don't matter which one you breaking one. So I can't be pointing a finger when I'm breaking that law, the littlest law that I'm thinking I can get away with that. It's incorrect. Let's go to Matthew 5 and 17. The book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 17. Think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. So that's who they call Jesus Christ, whose name is YAHAWASHI. He telling you, he ain't came to change no laws or none of that. Christ was reciting out, when he was young, reciting out of the Old Testament. You know what I mean? Quoting Isaiah and all that. Hey, telling you right there. So he ain't come to change no laws, but to fulfill what law? The law of sacrifice. That's why we ain't got to sacrifice animals no more. Go to verse 18. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law, till all be fulfilled. So he telling you, man, all the laws in this book gonna stand. He ain't changing nothing. So all that our people keep barking and scoffing about keeping the laws of God because of the so-called white man fooled them and basically threw a middle finger up at Yahweh like, you ain't got to listen to him. But this day is coming, Jack. The Most High baking a vicious cake for him and whoever rolling with him. Can't keep playing with this infinite being, man. Our people, man. Okay. Let's go to John 5. Book of John, chapter 5, verse 46. It say, for had ye believed Moses, ye would have believed me, for he wrote of me. Man, Moses was writing of Christ. And then in 47 he say, but if ye believe not his writings, how shall you believe my words? So how you gonna believe? They always try to jump to the New Testament. It's not no New Testament. A testament is a testimony. Christ didn't come with nothing new. He coming with all the stuff of the Old Testament, man. It's just worded differently. You know what I mean? It's an old covenant and new covenant. We was under an old contract with the Most High. Now we under a new contract with him. That's all it is. The Bible written in code. Ain't no New Testament. But they keep trying to die to that. But Christ telling you, man, if you don't follow Moses, you ain't following me. Let's go to now we about to get into some little slight laws our people, man, overlook. Book of Leviticus. Book of Leviticus. Chapter 19, verse 2. It says, speak unto all the congregation of the children of Israel and say unto them, Ye shall be holy, for I, the Lord your God, am holy. Jump to verse 4. Turn ye not unto idols, nor make to yourselves molten gods. I am the Lord your God. So the Most High telling you right there, man, he said, you going to be holy, for I am holy. Talking about the 12 tribes of Israel, man, the Negroes, man, and the descendants from the Negroes. Let's go to 26. Verse 26. Ye shall not eat anything with the blood, neither shall ye use enchantment, nor observe times. Talking about fortune telling, man. People want to go to psychics. Neither ye shall use enchantment. You know what I mean? Conning people spiritually, man. With tarot cards. Talking about signs and all that. Ye, verse 27. Ye shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy bed. So it's telling you, man, don't shave your head bald with a razor. That's an old Egyptian custom. You know what I mean? If you grow a beard, it's telling you to rock your beard. You could shape it up and all that. A corner is two lines that connect. So it's telling you don't break the connection where it's connecting that. You can shave it and all that, like shape it up. But you can't skin it down to the skin with a razor. Verse 28. Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am your Lord thy God. That's going into tattoos and other stuff people be into, piercings and yeah, basically piercings and tattoos, right? Verse 29. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall a whoredom and the land become full of wickedness. So it's telling you, our brothers, man, they want to whore the sisters out, quick to try, take them to get drunk, get a meal, then hit. Ain't trying to know them, ain't trying to meet their parents, ain't trying to do nothing but just smash and roll. You know what I mean? Turning them into a hoarder, man. Then now she turned out. You know what I mean? You done turned her out, and she gonna keep chasing that. Let's go to 30. It say, ye shall keep my Sabbaths and reverence my sanctuary. I am the Lord. So our people don't want to keep the Sabbath. They want to just keep going to Sunday church, man. The Sabbath is the seventh day. The Most High telling you right there, keep my Sabbath. It say, regard not them that have familiar spirits, neither seek after wizards to be defiled by them. I am the Lord your God. Familiar spirits. You know what I mean? It say, regard not them that have familiar spirits. So if I grew up around, or if I used to be around somebody that was a snake or a thief, and I get around that same dude, brother with that same spirit, telling me don't be around them peoples, man. Don't regard them. You know what I mean? That's with anything. If I know what a whore is, it's telling me don't deal with a whore. Don't be around a whore. If I know what a whore is. Yeah, you got your fringes on, man? Yeah. Go on, say shalom and then go back to the class. Wait. Say shalom. Say shalom. Say shalom. Alright, go ahead. Go back there with your mom. Yeah, so let's go to Exodus. Exodus 20 and 8. It say, remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. Tell you right there. Tell you. Keep my Sabbath, man. He not, the Most High not dealing with Sunday worship church, man. People don't get that through their head. They keep thinking going around there beating the drum, jumping around, all that on Sunday, man, is what the Most High requiring for us to do. But it ain't. He telling you to keep his Sabbath, man. That's what he telling you to do. Not following past the pork chop, man. Our people got to get that in their mind, man. They having a problem with getting it. So, you know, it just looking like a lot of these people are just 2/3 that it talk about in Zechariah chapter 13 and 8, where they just going to be part of them people that's going to burn here with the so-called white man because they can't get them evil spurs off of them and come back to the truth of what the Most High telling you to do. Let's go to another commandment while people lacking that. So you come outside every day. Give me that. Salaki. Wait, give me that. No. You gonna spill stuff. Alright, come on. Take your butt back there. Daddy got to finish his class. Wait. This is another commandment that our people lack. So you go outside every day. You know what I mean? You go outside every day. And when you go outside every day, what you do? You got to put clothes on, right? So this is another commandment our people lacking on. The book of Numbers, chapter 15, verse 38. It says, speak unto the children of Israel and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and that they put upon the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue. And it shall be unto you for a fringe that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments. When you about to break a law or go off, you look at them fringes and it gets you back in line of the Lord, and to do them, and that ye seek not after your own heart, talking about your mind, and your own eyes, after which ye used to go to whoring, that ye may remember and do all my commandments, and to be holy unto your God. I am the Lord your God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt, to be your God. I am the Lord your God. So the Most High keep reminding us about Egypt, man. Like, don't forget about what I did for y'all. Don't forget that I'm the Most High. And you see how I destroyed them stinking Africans. Don't play with me. That's basically what he's telling you right there. Let's go to another commandment our people struggling with. The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 5. It say, the woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on a woman's garment, for all that do so are abomination to the Lord thy God. But don't you see women running around with pants so tight, man? You know, they got yeast all up in that thing. And these men wearing skirts now on stage, puffy, who else? Rapping them dudes, man, rappers, that was a little trend for a while. They putting these skirts and kilts on like they from Ireland and all that. You know what I mean? Let's so Said a woman shouldn't wear that's what pertaining to a man, right? Look at this wicked, fake preacher, Eve.
Nor shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Watch how she tried to twist it.
All who do so are an abomination to the Lord your God. Now, I just read something that I never read before, so I said we really got to study for ourselves. Now, all I hear is women don't wear anything pertaining to a man. Women don't wear anything pertaining to a man. Women do not wear pants because it's a sin. Really? I'm going to read this again. A woman shall not wear anything that pertains to a man. Now, this is the part you'll probably never hear about either. Nor shall a man put on a woman's garment. Well, isn't that something? So the Bible don't discriminate. So who are we to discriminate? So pretty much many 20, 30, 40 years, all you hear about women don't wear anything pertaining to a man. And this phone might be ringing because probably going to have some questions coming. And really, they only pull out one thing, pants. But men wear ties, neckties.
Watch how she tried to twist it.
Hats.
And watch how I catch her in the lie.
Wear belts. But you never hear anything when they say women don't wear belts like a man. Women don't wear a watch that's similar to a man. Women don't wear a man's brim. You never hear that. But they only pull out pants. Okay. But it does say, nor shall a man put on a woman's garment. Now let's put a difference between that. Men garments, women garments. So they have pants for women, they have pants for men.
When that happens.
Likewise, they have shirts for men and blouses for women. But you still got to put your arm in both sleeves, pull them up. They wear collars, but they don't wear them pertaining to like as of a man or a woman. But the Bible doesn't per se pants, because back then they didn't wear pants. But let's see if that's true. Okay. That's all right.
Man, enough of this wicked Jezebel, man. Up there with her shit showing, looking like she ready to get slutted out up that joint, man. Now let's see if she lying. She was ready to say it, but let's see if that's true. Like women always was wearing pants when they saying women weren't wearing pants back then or whatever like that. She gonna say, let's see if that's true, but she ain't going to nothing after that. She ain't proved nothing. I listened to most of that. She ain't going to nothing to prove women was wearing. We about to go. I got 2 more videos. We about to go on to right here and see when our women started wearing pants. The Israelite woman was not wearing pants, man, to just not too long ago. They wasn't wearing no pants back then, man. They wasn't even wearing pants in slavery, man. If it was any time that women should have been wearing pants, if anything, was out there in slavery. They out there with big gigantic dresses on in a field picking cotton, probably all type of bugs getting them under the dress and all type of shit. That would have been the time right there. Make sure you don't get stuck by cotton underneath your jump, underneath the dress and all that. You know what I mean? Let's see. I don't know if this was 1950 or something, or 60 something. be like. That's when they start pumping that, man. They start pumping that back then. This in 1964.
Yes, even this way-out girl is well in the fashion vogue. You can't see it? Well, just keep in step with us for a moment. That is, of course, in trousers. Wherever you look, the female fashion followers are taking a strictly male tradition and giving it feminine appeal.
You heard what he just said? A male tradition. Even the devil know that.
This is certainly no stop-start fashion fad. It's here to stay, say the top designers, and it's already the rage of Rome and Paris.
See that? That's who started that, them devils. You heard that? It's already the rage in Rome and Paris. Said the women gonna take a male tradition and put a feminine appeal on it. So there's always been a man tradition to wear pants. Even the devil, the so-called white man, just told you that. But our women want to walk around with yeast infections because they got a fat ass, looking stank. Let's go to, we gonna see who was wearing the pants like the white man just told you. The book of, what's this? The book of Exodus 28. And 42. It say, and thou shalt make them linen breeches, breeches, to cover their nakedness from the loins come out from your balls, even unto the thighs they shall reach, and they shall be upon Aaron, talking about a man, and upon his sons when they come unto the tabernacle of the congregation, or when they come near unto the altar to minister in the holy place, that they bear not iniquity and die. It shall be a statute forever unto him and his seed after him. So, men ordained to not have your balls swinging, man. They up standing up high on a poster. How you gonna be up there with your nuts out, man? So they was ordained to wear pants. If you can have a priestly robe on, garment, but if you standing up high, people can see underneath that. That ain't proper. Let's go to Zephaniah 1 and 8 to see what's the penalty for all these women want to keep wearing pants thinking it's sweet. Keep playing with this infinite being, man, when he telling them, that's what he said he gonna do. The book of Zephaniah, chapter 1, verse 8. It say, and it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice that I will punish the princes and the king's children. We the princes and the king's children, and all such as are clothed with strange apparel. Yeah, strange apparel, man. Men that ain't wearing their beards, they got bald heads. You got dudes wearing skirts and stuff now, dressing like faggots, no fringes on. You got women wearing all these tight yeast infection pants and all this stuff they wearing, looking strange, dressing like men, all that looking weird. Now, the main reason that fake preacher woman, that Jezebel, trying to twist the scripture, she ain't got no understanding. I don't care how much you read the Bible, you gotta have understanding. The main reason the Most High don't want the women, when first of all, a woman ain't supposed to show her body, her curves. The Israelite women. Cause when you do that, you put a whoredom spirit on a man. That's how women had men chasing them and all that, because they put a whoredom spirit on a man. Because we wired to like women. So if you see a half-naked woman that's cute and all this and that, that's your type, you gonna look, you gonna be like a dog in heat. You gonna want something. You know what I mean? So that's not good to do. And on another note, that put a manly spirit on a woman, because what the white man be saying, whoever wear the pants, run the house. What's the little saying go? Whoever wear the pants, run the house, or however that junk go. Yeah, so our women believe in that when they put pants. You notice it. When women wear pants on all that, they think they're a man. They be trying to walk like men. All that, trying to be cool. They want to be the down tomboy on the block and all that. Them pants do that. It get them feeling like they being a man with them jeans on. My grandmother and the man, they ain't wear no pants. That's all I seen them wearing was dresses, man. And had a different spirit and all that. That's how I judge women by my grandmother. These women out here in America is out of order, man. They way out of order. And you can't tell them nothing, because the white man done destroyed their mentality, man. We destroyed as a nation. But the brothers trying to bring some understanding, telling the people why the Most High God, that they keep saying they follow him, and why he pissed at our people and got us at the bottom. Why he punishing us. Our people ain't meditating on, we done tried everything. Some guy, what's the reason if nobody can't do nothing better than us, like I brought in the last video, we done invented everything, basically we the best people on earth. Why is we at the bottom? If we the chosen people, because the chosen people gonna be the fastest, the best looking people, the most athletic people, the smartest people, inventing the most stuff, that's us. But why is we at the bottom of society though, is the question our people don't want to answer. You know what I mean? Because when we was in slavery and segregated, we was messed up. When the white man was doing a lot of stuff. Once we start feeling like we getting some freedom, like they easing up, fake letting us integrate and getting a piece of the pie, our people don't think we made it. We done made some gigantic leap. But we ain't make no leap. He just giving us enough money. He just giving the slaves enough money to take care of themselves. So that way, he ain't got to have you in shackles and chains no more and be paying for your room and board. He just giving you just enough money in his kingdom just to pay your rent, to pay your own room and board. You take away the corner stores and all that, man, we be living on a plantation, man. We be living on a plantation. We don't, well, I mean, our people can't see it, man. It's a sad, our people in a sad state, in a messed up state of mind. The so-called white man give us a piece of car and a piece of house and a little ass bank account, and our people think what would it say, the Jeffersons, moving on up, the Jeffersons. Come on, man. That's an illusion of grandeur, man. Even if you get a loan in this kingdom, they charge the Negroes a high interest rate. You know what I mean? You can get that loan and all that. What it say? He should not lend to thee. You should not lend to thee, but they should lend to you. That's what's going on. The other nations, they can come over here and get a loan, start a liquor store, get a $200,000. It costs $200,000 to get a liquor license. They get them loans and all that. That's why all these businesses popping up in our community. And they got a lower interest rate. They ain't got to pay the white man back as much as we do. We get a small little car loan and the interest rate be out the roof, man. You barely can pay that back. And we can't get no loan for nothing else because our job in this kingdom is to serve our enemies, man. And to be subject to payments, taxes. They got us set up to have us spending all our money in this kingdom. They know what we like. You know what I mean? And this got us brain. We just paying in so many different kind of ways, man. Let's go. He said he gonna punish the princes and the king's children, right? Let's go to Malachi 1 and 4 and see how he gonna punish the princes and the king's children. The book of Malachi, verse 1, verse 4. This is Malachi 1, verse 4. No, Malachi verse. Yeah. 4, verse 1. It say, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yeah. And all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. I showed you in my last video how that's going to happen. But that's the destruction that's coming, that our people going to get caught up, man, for simple stuff. You know what I mean? Our people want to keep wearing these faggot Edomite clothes, man. Gucci, Versace, Prada, Polo. All these labels, man, made by homosexual white men, man, and white women. We want to keep wearing that stuff. Man, I got this truth, man. I covered everything up with a patch and fringes, man. Azar shirts with the gator, snatch the gator off, put a patch right there. You know what I mean? Fringes on. This the Most High label. You can't beat that. See that? Look at that. That thing looks sweet, don't it? Double fringe. Our people like to look good. You don't want to look good for your God. And it's his clothing line. Polo and them can't mess with this, man. And you can design your shirts how you want them and all that. These fringes just be the icing on it to say, I'm God chosen people, man. That's what these fringes say. And it ain't no bigger honor than this right here. Let's go to let's go back. Let's go back to Sirach 19. This just a law class, just, you know, a repetitive law jump. It say, the knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life, and they that do things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality. It say, the fear of the Lord is the first step. Hold on. The fear of the Lord is all wisdom, and all wisdom is the performance of the law. Let's go to Baruch 3 and 9. The book of Baruch, chapter 3, verse 9. It say, hear Israel, the commandments of life. Give ear to understand wisdom. Then verse 19, Sirach 19:19 say, this is the commandments, this is the doctrine of life. And right here, Baruch 3 and 9, he's saying, hear Israel, the commandments of life. Give ear to understand wisdom. So it's telling you over and over, man, this the doctrine of life, man. Not Islam, not Christianity, not the conscious community, not Egyptology, not all that garbage, man. All that stuff is garbage, man. This ain't no religion. This is a way of life. All that other stuff is religions and man philosophy. That's all it is. The Kabbalion. Man, I done, man, dove into all that stuff, looked into it, man. All that stuff about mysticism, man, fantasy, and just, you know, philosophy, man, basic. Let's go back to Proverbs. Oh no, Salah. It say, Proverbs 6:23. The book of Proverbs chapter 6 and verse 23. It say, for the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light, and reproofs of instruction are the way of life. Like I said, what a light do, it help you see. These commandments help you see how to live on this earth. Let's go to Baruch. Hold on, I read that Baruch 3:9. Let's go to John 17:17. John 17:17. Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is the truth. This word is the truth, man. You can't get around it. This word is the truth. Psalms 119, 142. It say, thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. So it's telling you again, the law is the truth, man. How you gonna receive the law? Through the word. And that's the truth. That's the truth everybody should be searching for. What's the mystery of life and the earth? The Most High revealing it to us now. What the mystery of living in life is in this book. The right understanding. Let's go to 2 Corinthians. 2 Corinthians 13 and 8. The book of 2 Corinthians chapter 13 verse 8. For we can't do nothing against the truth but for the truth. You can't do nothing against the truth, man, but for the truth. You know what I mean? It's like that old saying, either you with me or you against me. You know what I mean? You rolling with me or you gonna get rolled over. You know what I mean? That's it. That's how that's how it's gonna go. You can't do nothing against the Most High word, man. Our people want to twist stuff and try to just change the word to fit their lifestyle. It's just not gonna work. Let's go to Psalms 19 and 7. The book of Psalms, chapter 19, verse 7. It say, the law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making the wise simple. So it's telling you right there, the law of the Lord is perfect, man. Once you follow on this law, you starting to become perfect. You striving for perfection. Because when you look back into that world, you get to looking at them people's like, you damn near feeling sorry for them because it's like they totally in darkness. You grew up all your whole life hearing your parents, grandma, other people throw God in your face. You need God in your life. You need to go to church more and this and that when you was young, getting in trouble. Now, what I'm saying, when the truth of this, you trying to bring this out, they don't want to hear it, man, because they never was righteous, really. They never It never soaked in. They never got the truth. They've been brainwashed to something else. And no matter how much you bring this out and tell them and all that, they just can't get it, man. They spirit so corrupted, you know, it just not gonna take. They just not gonna get it. Let's go to John 14:15. Say the law of the Lord is perfect. John 14:15. If ye love me, keep my commandments. That's plain and simple. The Most High God telling y'all, man, if you love him, keep his commandments. So when a brother's trying to give you the commandments, that's how you get the look. That's how you showing the Most High that you love him. You listening to his prophets, no matter how they bringing it out. You gotta get our people gotta get that out their mind. The brother's not saying nothing to offend the Most High, man. They doing what he telling them to do. Strike nerves in y'all. Because he know Negroes hard-headed don't want to hear nothing. Or all Negroes want to be the top ace boom coon on top that know everything that nobody can't tell nothing to. The Most High tell us to go out there and shake our hand in their face. No Negroes like to move their hands when we talk. It tells us to go out there with these scriptures and do that same thing. And shake their hand in your face and let you know you all, and let you know the Most High pissed at you. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing corrupt in that to let you know that the Most High God, the one that created the heavens and the earth, everything you see, this eternal being that y'all keep playing games with is pissed off, man, and about to destroy a rack of stuff. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Our men, they gotta get this effeminate spirit up off to stop coming with that complaining effeminate spirit about how brothers teaching this word. And the women too. But the women are emotional. They gonna get emotional. You just gonna have to deal with that regardless. Because it don't even matter if you bringing it out soft. These women emotions all over the place. So they gonna be, you know, they gonna take it there anyway regardless. Let's go to Malachi 2:7. The book of Malachi, chapter 2, verse 7. For the priest's lips should keep knowledge, and they should seek the law at his mouth, for he is the messenger of the Lord of hosts. Didn't I just read back in Psalms 19:7? He say the law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. But it's telling you right here, the priest's lips, past the pork chopping them, should always keep knowledge. Telling you you are Israelite and you God's chosen children. It say, and they should seek the law at his mouth. So you should be able to come to these preachers, man, and ask them about the laws of God, man. Not coming to him and he's saying, oh, sister, we ain't got to keep the law no more. That was back then and all that. Man, when the Most High tell you forever, man. Our people keep falling for these games, man. We ain't got to keep the law no more. We having a dinner tonight, a good pork dinner. We roasting a whole pig tonight, and wear your best clothes, wear your tightest fitting clothes, and come in here and eat some pork. Come on, man. Our people not getting it, man. They past the pork chop and them guided the ways. You can be a whore in the church. You can be a faggot, homosexual in the church. You can be a killer in the church. You can be a wicked nigga in the church, man. Basically. That's how they got it. You can be the wickedest nigga you want to be and come in there and God still love you. Nah, God won't, Most High won't put you to death, but he just giving you a chance to come back. That's the truth of the matter, man. Let's go to Hebrews 10:28. He ain't telling you to congregate with your brothers and them. He ain't telling you none of that. The book of, where we at? The book of Hebrews. The book of Hebrews, chapter 10. Verse 28. It say, he that despised Moses' law died without mercy under 2 or 3 witnesses. So why is they telling you don't keep the law, man? Moses' law. When the Most High told you right here, he that despised Moses' law died without mercy under 2 or 3 witnesses. Telling you right here. Our people, man, it's not meditating on what's going on out here, man. They comfortable. I'm telling you right there, man. Them pastors, pork chops, should be telling you to keep the Most High laws, man. That's disrespectful to the Most High to say, we ain't got to keep the law no more, man. Let's go to the book of Numbers 15 and 37. The book of Numbers chapter 15 verse 37. He say, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel. So in Hebrews 28, it's telling you who don't keep Moses' law died with 2 or 3 witnesses. Way back in Numbers, it's telling you the Most High speaking to Moses. You know what I mean? So it's basically, Moses been dead. And it's talking about him in the book of Hebrews, man. Basically letting you know his word still stands. The word that the Most High gave Moses is still valid, man. It's still in a play. Our people got to get that out their mind, man, that these words is not forever. The Most High gave us rules and regulations forever, man. You can't run no society without rules and regulations. Our people will follow these devils' rules and regulations. They'll break their neck to follow. These scared niggas out here, they don't want to do nothing. I don't care. I used to rebel all the time against these devils, man, in my own way. You know what I mean? I ain't rebel enough to get put to death or get life in jail, but I did little stuff here and there. Because I was sick of these devils. You know what I mean? It ain't had nothing to do with the Most High. You know what I mean? It had something to do with these devils. I don't like their ways. I don't like the way they kingdom set up. I don't like the way they look. I don't like the way they act. I don't like nothing about them. I've been beefing with these devils since I was little, since school. Let's go to Leviticus 19 and 27. It say, Malachi 2:7 say the priest's lips should keep knowledge. Leviticus 19 and 27. It say, ye shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shall thou mar the corners of your bed. They not telling you that. Rocking them preachers, they got shaved face and shit, bald heads and all that. They not telling you nothing, man. Let's go to Psalms 147. It's just a basic class right here for you know, people that just need some little milk, man. Something to make you think and get into understanding. I can precept and get into deep breakdowns and all this and that, but class will be 5 hours by the time I finish with it. Let's go to Psalms 147 and 19. It say he showed his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. That's what these preachers supposed to be telling you. Y'all from the seed of Jacob, the Negroes, man. He have not dealt so with any nation. He not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, they have not known them. Praise ye the Lord. They supposed to be telling you that the Most High God of this Bible right here, he not dealing with the other nations. Because what I tell you in my last video, if this was a movie, we the stars of the movie and they just the extras, the cameo part players. That ain't nothing. People don't come to see them. People coming to see the stars of the movie, man. The main cast. We the main cast of this movie that we call life. That's just what it is, man. Can't be keep trying to say the so-called white man. These other nations keep having feelings because the Most High God is a God of war. You know what I mean? He don't care nothing about man's feelings, man, when it comes to his word and how because he set this earth up. He don't care about none of that stuff when it comes to following the rules and regulations of this earth. Let's go to Romans chapter 7, verse 22. Step inside my arena, man. So I be telling them devils, if you're gonna step inside my arena, man, you get chopped up with these scriptures. The book of Romans chapter 7, verse 22. It say, for I delight in the law of God after the inward man. But I see another law in my members warring against the law of my mind and bringing me into captivity to the law of sin, which is in my members. So it's telling you, for I delight in the law of God after the inward man, after the spirit. You know what I mean? Your spirit be telling you the right stuff to do. You know what I mean? You might read, Pastor Porchop might read scriptures to you and all that. Your spirit might be telling you he wrong and all. But what it say? But I see another law in my members warring against the law of my mind. It's about the war of your spirit, man. Your flesh. It's talking about the war between the flesh and the spirit. Your flesh gonna constantly keep telling you to do this and do that, man. That's what the flesh do. To make you go off. To make you don't want to follow the Most High. To make you want to be lazy, not to pray, not to fast. A lot of stuff. That's what that scripture talking about. Let's go to Sirach 15 and 20. Halfway point. The book of Sirach, chapter 15, verse 20. He hath commanded no man to do wickedly, neither hath he gave any man a license to sin. So the Most High ain't getting no man the go-ahead pass to be wicked. He ain't getting no man the license to sin. So you can play around all you want to. So he ain't commanded no man to do wickedly, neither hath he given any man license to sin. So we ain't got no license to sin, Israel, man. You know, sisters, y'all ain't got no license to wear all that yeast infection y'all be wearing. You ain't got no license to do that. To be putting fake hair in your head, the hair they be praying over in them other countries and sending it over here. Y'all getting spurts on y'all, man. Most High ain't command y'all to do none of that stuff, man. And they ain't gave you no license to do it, to carry it out. Let's go to Luke 16. The book of Luke, chapter 16, verse 17. It say, and it is easier for heaven and earth to pass than one tittle of the law to fail. So the Most High basically saying, man, it's easier for this earth and stuff to be destroyed than my law. That means his law is more powerful than the stuff that he created, man. That's how powerful these laws is. So for our people to play around with these laws, the Most High pissed at that stuff, man. I'm telling you. Let's go to Romans 10:3. For they being ignorant of God's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness have not submitted themselves into the righteousness of God. That's what I just was going into. How people want to come up with their own understanding, what they think righteousness is and what the law is. Instead of going following the lead of the Most High for the prophets to show you what real righteousness is. Verse 4. For Christ is the end of the law for righteousness to everyone that believeth. So somebody read that and think, oh, Christ, when he died, that was the end of the law. Nah, I'm talking about the end of the law of sacrifice, man. You need laws to run a kingdom. You can't have a lawless kingdom because you're going to get what you got now, what's going on. You know what I mean? You're going to have wicked people trying to make laws to say they can sleep with your little daughters. That can have sex with your animals. And all type of grand wickedness. You know what I mean? That's what you want? A lawless kingdom? Because if it ain't according to the Most High law, it's a lawless kingdom, man. I don't care what man and all that. It's a lawless kingdom. For Moses describeth the righteousness which is of the law, that the man which doeth those things shall live by them. So up here, it say for Christ is the end of the law. But down here it say for Moses describeth the righteousness which is of the law. So up here, it's telling you Christ just came to get rid of the law of sacrifice. Because down here it say Moses describeth the righteousness which is of the law. Basically saying you righteous when you trying to do the law, man. The laws that we supposed to be doing. This is a mystery book. And it got to be broken down by the Israelites. Would it say people establishing their own righteousness? That's the problem with our people. You can't listen to Pastor Porkchop and get the understanding of this book. Because he's not going to teach you the right way. He's going to teach you at a way to leave blanks that you can fill in with your own understanding and tweak it and all that. And you looking wicked as ever, man. Let's go to Baruch 4:1. The book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God and the law that endure forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. Yeah, man, you come to life when you finally learn what the God you've been seeking, the one true and living God you've been seeking, telling you about his book, revealing his book to you. You get a different spirit. You have a whole different outlook on life, man, when you find that out. You know what I mean? Is you going to start off perfect? No, it's a struggle. But just the fact that you understand, you start to learn more and more what the Most High God wants from you is a better feeling than just being a nigga out here trying to wing it, trying to look for your next best come up, trying to fit in with the white man, trying to battle your woman into submission. You got to keep probably smacking her out or beating her up, or because you got a worldly one of these manly spirited Eves that because they've been destroyed, and this kingdom got them like that. So you might got one of them type women that you love, but she got that side that if you an all steer man, you're not gonna put up with that shit. And if she all steer, y'all gonna bump heads and be clashing. But once she come into this truth and understand, and her spirit wake back up to what her real place is, she got fear of the Most High. You gonna start having more peace in your house. So that's why the scripture tell you, you come to life, man, with this truth. Let's go to Romans 13 and 8. The book of Romans chapter 13 verse 8. Owe no man anything but to love one another. For he that loveth one another, loveth another, hath fulfilled the law. Now, let's go and see. Let's go and see. So it say, owe no man anything. So we about to see how these pastors, man, make you feel like you own. They make you feel like they own, man, because they'll tell you, man, that's the only way God gonna deal with you. If you get them that money.
For a private jet, they take the cake.
We are believing for 200,000 people to give contributions of $300 US or more.
Doing the math, that's $60 million. The head of the World Changers megachurch in Atlanta asked for the donations in this almost 6-minute video, dubbed Project G650, as in Gulfstream 650. Dollars already a high flyer.
We're about to land in Nairobi, Kenya.
But it seems his current
He talking about weed. He look like he by himself. He talking about some weed about the lane.
More recently, when his wife and daughters were taking off from London, it went off the runway.
That's only his family enjoying that.
Pull over on the side when something goes wrong.
Man, these wicked pastors need their heads chopped clean off their shoulders, man. And they be some effeminate brothers too, man, that'll get their ass beat up in the hood. With that bullshit, man. Sick of that Negro, man. Go to the next video. I ain't never liked that Negro. That Negro right there, evil Negro, man.
You know, I've owned 3 different jets in my life.
Look, hold on. This Esau doing the same thing.
Televangelist Jesse Duplantis says God himself.
You know, I've owned 3 different jets in my life, and used them and just burning them up for the Lord Jesus Christ.
Televangelist Jesse Duplantis says God himself told him it's time for an upgrade.
He said, I want you to believe me for a Falcon 7X. So I said, okay.
A Falcon 7 jet like this one to preach to more people around the world. And he's asking his followers for the $54 million.
I really believe that if Jesus was physically on the earth today, he wouldn't be riding a donkey.
That's a lie, man. He wouldn't be pressing people for no money like that.
Who preach that their wealth is God's will.
This preys upon the poorest people that want and need money badly, where they're told if they give money, God's going to bless them 100-fold.
Duplantis lives in
you hear that, man?
1,000 square foot mansion, tax free.
He's asking everybody who has less than he has to pay for this jet, man.
These some wicked people, man. These are the scribes. These are Pharisees and Sadducees, man. Got one more video. Now watch this wicked Nigerian pastor, man. He take the cake. He ain't asking for no jet, but just his style, the way he doing it, he don't care. He straight up with his. Watch this.
Everybody. If you have 5,000
watch your man
anywhere around you, bring it out. I'm standing here. If you have 5,000 anywhere around you, if you have 10,000 anywhere around you, if you have 4, if you have 3 anywhere around you, come and put it in my hand. Bless you. You have 5,000, you have 10 anywhere around you, come and put it in my hand. You have 3,000, quickly, come and put it in my hand. Quickly, who is coming? If you have 5, if you have 10, anywhere, it's bless you. That's a blessing. If you have 5, if you have 10.
Man, look at these preachers, man. Man, these preachers is wicked, man. Wicked, man. Wicked, man. Go to verse 11. It say, and that knowing the time, that now is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. Come on, man. It's time for our people to wake out of sleep, man. We've been falling for this same game forever, man. Forever. These pastors and all that been hitting us with the same old game, man. The same old game. The same old game we've been falling for. Over and over and over and over and over and over and over. Over and over. Let's go to Sirach 34. The book of Sirach, chapter 34, verse 8. The law shall be found perfect without lies, and wisdom is perfection to a faithful mouth. Come on, man. In Sirach 1 and 14, it tell you wisdom was created with the faithful in the womb. Right here, it say the law shall be found perfect without lies, man. And wisdom is perfection to a faithful mouth. So when you being faithful to the Most High, He gonna give you that wisdom. See what I'm saying? And it ain't gonna come with no lies. You gonna kill. The Most High set us up like assassins, man. The Most High prophets is assassins, man. We've been woke up to study, to break down and dissect all the lies in this kingdom and destroy them. I don't care what they talking about. I'm diving in, man. I'm chopping up anything that don't sound right, whatever. I'm researching it and breaking it down. Especially Esau lies, man. I'm going to chop all Esau lies up about everything that he lying about in this kingdom, man. Over time, yeah, I'm going to have a class for everything. Because this kingdom is a kingdom of lies, man. It ain't no truth here. So I don't know how brothers be giving these devils all that credit and be leaning on the understanding they had out there. They bringing in the truth with them. All this, they up in space playing around and come on, man. They can't get out the firmament, man, and it's water up there. How dudes talking about they believe in the scriptures, but they don't meditate on these devils can't get up there and do nothing. There's water up there. And they got to get through the firmament to get right there. What the Most High say? He separated the waters from the waters. There's water up there. I got videos and proof to show that it's water up there, man. I'm going to bring it out on my earth class, man. Yeah, the stars, all that ain't what they been lying and saying what they is, man. Tell you. You can get you a Cool Pix 900 camera, man. And that junk got enough zoom power to zoom on the stars and the so-called planets up there so you can see what they really look like. You can see the shimmer up there of water, of they placed in water. And I got another video with experiment how these devils know how to collapse water and it turned into a ball of light inside the water like a star. Yeah, the Most High is leaving little clues, breadcrumb trails for us to pick up on. He giving these devils little certain stuff that we can use against them. Like I'm gonna bring out and show how it's water up there to kill that light. Like they saying it's a vacuum up there. Come on, man. These devils ain't invent nothing in this kingdom, man. Nothing that's valuable. Only reason the Most High let them invent the nuclear bomb is to destroy themselves. Let's go to Sirach 39:1, man. Esau ain't smarter than me. You can't fool me with these lies, man. I've been scientific forever. That's the field I used to like coming up. I studies that stuff. Come on, man. And there's enough videos and information out here to show these people's lying, man. They want that fame and that notoriety. Oh, we the first ones went to space and all. The moon, the moon is a light. Come on, man. Think the Most High gonna let y'all go up there, man, and land on his lights, man. His moon, man. His moon is a major. It works for the Most High. You think he gonna let y'all go up there and tamper with that? Y'all got leprosy, man. He don't even want us to touch y'all. He don't want his moon to touch y'all either. They ain't gonna let y'all go up there and play with his moon. Come on, man. If you could, land on it. Brothers gotta think, man. Most High not gonna let these devils. That's why he destroyed the Tower of Babel. Because they was planning the same thing. Man, he's not letting these devils get off. You can't get off this earth, man. Don't fool yourself looking at Star Trek and shit. Because you're not going nowhere. The Most High, like, man, I gave y'all the whole earth. Let that be good enough for you. Don't come up here playing around where I dwell at. Because y'all ain't got no understanding in this realm up here. Come on, man. It's simple when you meditate on it. The book of Sirach, chapter 39, verse 1. It say, but he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies, man. So, if you occupied in meditation, and what it say, and occupied in prophecies, then it tell you in Genesis, man, he separated the waters from the waters with the firmament, man, that these devils can't get out. So how's y'all brothers, man, getting wiser in this truth if y'all still believe in the lies about Esau's science and stuff, man? What it tell you in 1 Timothy 6:20 about Esau's science, falsely so-called? Man, the Most High called Esau's science falsely so-called, man. Say, don't get caught up in the oppositions of science, falsely so-called, man. Like, yeah, they so-called it science or whatever. Yeah, that's what they call it. Man, the Most High look at that stuff like, man wisdom, man. Man, just like little kids playing around. Little kids done found the lighter. Or little kids done found the gun. And they playing around with it. Come on, man. That's all the white man doing is playing around with the Most High creation. He not controlling nothing. He not mastering nothing with this DNA. He not controlling the weather. He playing with the weather. He ain't controlling it, though. Because if this devil was controlling the weather, then why they not stopping their people from getting bombarded with that Arctic blast in the Midwest, where the Most High punishing them with blizzards? It ain't nothing but Edomites live out there. The Most High crushing them out there, man. Watch when I bring this class out about the earth, man. The Most High control the weather, man. They might be playing with it and doing a test run on something they trying to do. Even if they is blocking out the sun and all that. They trying to do it, but it's bright and sunny up here. and a lot of other places. They just playing around. And on another note, how brothers don't know that ain't the Most High showing you he control the weather. Cause say you down south and the sun out, it's normally real hot down south. But the Most High showing you, man, I can make the weather be what I want it to be. You got deserts. They showed in the video when they wiped the sand, it was snow underneath the sand, man. He got deserts that he turning back into green plush lands now. White man ain't doing that. The Most High doing that, showing you I can do what I want on this earth. He putting the spirit back in the ground so the desert starting to grow grass and flowers and all that again. Sirach 34:8. Hey, Bill Gates, little worm-looking butt, talking about he trying to block the sun out and all that. Man, the Most High not gonna let y'all block his sun out, man. He might let y'all play with it, and you know what I mean. Y'all might get a little something done. Like y'all like kids playing around with y'all parents' gun, y'all parents' lighter, playing with the stove. But you don't, just because you playing with the stove, that don't mean you know how to cook. You can't go in there and fry no chicken. My son used to play with the stove. Do that mean he can go in there and cook me and my wife a batch of chicken? Nah. Just like the so-called white man, he can put all the chemtrails and all that bullshit up there all he wants. You know what I mean? And do all these little weird shit trying to block the sun out. It's not gonna happen, man. He's not gonna be able to do that, man. He like I say, like a little kid playing with the stove, man. The Most High got these devils figured out, man. He gonna let them play around with stuff, but they not gonna totally control anything. Let's go to Matthew 7:21. These devils gotta show me more. They gotta prove more to me. I seen a little rain machine where they fake making it rain. But that shit on a small scale, though. It ain't to the point that they can say they beefing with China. They want to make China this flood and just rain for 6 months straight. They can't do that. That's better than sending a bomb over there, if they can do that. If you can control the weather, that's the best warfare you can have. You ain't gotta send no missiles and all that nowhere. If you can just send tornadoes and tsunamis and all that to a country, windstorms, sandstorms, lightning storms, heat waves. Come on, man. These devils can't do that, man. That's the Most High doing that. That's the Most High showing, punishing this earth. What he say in Sirach? Hold up. Let's prove it. This is Sirach 39. Where it say there be spurs that are created for vengeance, which in a fury lay on sore strokes in the time of destruction. They pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and the scorpions, the serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. Most High showing you, man, he used all this stuff as his weapons, man. Even tell you, the cold blow from the north and the whirlwinds come from the south. So when you look on Esau chart, don't the cold blow from the north? It's happening now. Don't tornado, what they call it, tornado alley down south. But it's in the scriptures though. That's the Most High weather pattern. He got weather patterns that he can manipulate on a massive scale. Esau trying to do that, man. He not gonna give them that power he'll give them the power to create a nuclear bomb. But he ain't gonna give them the power to control his weapon. To control it. Nah, he'll let them play with it. Like I say, a little kid playing with the stove. He not gonna let them control that thing whereas, because like I say, if they can control the weather, then why they depend on other nations for food? Why they can't grow? Why they can't make the earth grow food for them if they control the weather so good? They got all this control. Why they gotta create all this shit in the lab? All this fake food and all that. Why they can't make the sun beam down on a state to produce their crops for them? Why they not using tornadoes and cyclones and all this stuff for weapons to destroy their enemies in other countries? To make the other country have to come beg from them help. Because the other country wouldn't know that the United States sent a cyclone over there or tornadoes, vicious tornadoes and all that. And the United States run over there like the heroes sticking their hand out. You got them. Why they ain't doing that? That's better warfare than using missiles, because they know if they try to bully people with the missiles, these other countries got missiles now. Let's go to Matthew 7:21. These devils, these cave animals ain't that smart, man. They can play around with stuff. They ain't controlling nothing. Matthew 7:21. Many will say to me in the day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name? And in thy name have cast out devils? And in thy name done many wonderful works? And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity. So that's what the Most High telling the pastor pork chop, man. And some of these brothers in the truth. They gonna cry out to the Most High when they going through affliction, when they get critical. Like, I was teaching your word, whatever, whatever, but the Most High gonna say, man, I ain't never knew you, man. Christ goes, I ain't never know you. Because you was faking. Let's go to Luke 6:46. Book of Luke chapter 6 and verse 46. And why call ye me, Lord, Lord, and do not the things which I say? So our people want to cry out to God in affliction. God help me, Lord help me, Jesus help me. But they don't want to do nothing that he's saying do. That he putting his prophets out there to tell the people what to do. But people don't even want to, they don't even want to listen to that, man. Let's go to Romans 7:12. Down the back stretch now. Man, these devils dumb, man. They not that smart, man. They not that smart. Only they smart with wickedness. They can tamper with stuff. They not that smart. They gotta show me more proof. I done seen they little gadgets. I seen all Esau wicked devices, man. All they little shit they trying to do. They CERN machine, their hydro collider. Come on, man. I done seen all they scientific studies, all they scientific devices. I done studied all that stuff. Man, these devils is not that smart. They not that advanced yet. Not saying they couldn't get there like another 1,000 years from now. Man, these devils, man, come on, man. They on the elementary level because this earth is complex. This earth is way more complex than people think. This earth is a living organism that's rebelling against the so-called white man right now. The earth not going to let them control them. Because the earth answers to the Most High. They might get, it's like, okay, like a cat. You can train a dog, but you can't train a cat. Now, you can manipulate a cat with some food You can play with them and all that, but that cat will scratch the shit out you if you try to be forceful with them. That's the same about these devils. That's what the earth doing now. That's why it's blizzards going on all over the Midwest and in places where it ain't supposed to snow. Because the earth showing these devils, I'm going to rebel against y'all too. Now, they can manipulate, you know what I mean, the earth in certain ways, certain little things. But they can't control the earth like a cat, man. It's unpredictable. Far as to man to try to control it. They barely can get the weather accurate down. They barely just now getting that somewhat down. The forecasting of the weather and all that. They just getting the stuff that the Most High giving them to give us. So we can keep track of certain things and all that while we in captivity. And just letting them devils be they self, be wicked, and do stuff they way. How is he going to be a villain if he doing stuff the way the Most High want him to do it? So he got to be doing stuff that's wicked the way he want to do it for him to play the role as the villain. You know what I mean? But Most High done gave that man a gun with blanks in it, man. Just like you see in the movies where the villain might trick you and give you a gun. He know you about to try to use it on him. He give you a blank gun, so when you fake try to show your hand, now he got a reason to kill you. That's what the Most High doing, man. He gave these devils, man, a blank gun, man. And they that little bit of imp technology and a little bit of shit they got, they trying to use it and this, that, and the third. Man, they basically got a blank gun, man. Peoples, they ain't got that much wisdom, man. The Most High tell you in Timothy 6:20, man. They science falsely so-called. Hold on, man. Let me get that real quick. Let me get that. See, because I'm a trust in his word, man. The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 6, verse 20. It say, O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust. Avoid profane and vain babblings and oppositions of science falsely so-called, man. The Most High telling you, man, them devil science is doo-doo, man. It ain't nothing. They ain't that smart shit basic. He not going to let them control his earth, man. I don't care what brothers say. The Most High not going to let these devils control his weather, man. He not. He going to let them play with it. They not going to control nothing. Whenever it get to that point, then they ask destruction going to happen. But they not, man. The earth a living organism that they can't control like a cat. Can't control the cat. You can't control the earth, man. Let's go to Romans 7:12. It say, wherefore the law is holy, and the commandment holy, and just and good. So our people, man, they got to put trust, man, in the law, man. The law is holy, and the commandment is holy, and it's just and good. John 1:7. The same, the book of John, chapter 1, verse 7. It say the same came for a witness, to bear witness of the light, that all men through him might believe. So, the light that all men through him might believe. You know what I mean? So, the light is these scriptures, man. Is this truth. That's what this light is. Let's go to Acts 24:14. It say, but this I confess unto thee, that after the way which they call heresy, so worship I the God of my fathers, believing all the things that are written in the law and in the prophets. Let's go to Psalms 9, back to Psalms 19:7. The book of Psalms, chapter 19:7. It say, the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making the wise simple. Making the wise simple. All these fake wise men and all that, man, these scriptures tear they butt up, make their ass look simple. Even brothers, when you was in the truth, you first come in this truth, think you this vicious wise man, you super smart. This Bible make you look simple, man. You be like, damn, I ain't know nothing, for real. I had man wisdom, but you ain't had the wisdom of these scriptures. John 1:7. No. 1 John 3:4. It say, whosoever committeth sin, transgresseth also the law. For sin is transgression of the law. So that's what our people need to understand, man. Sin is transgression of the law. Sin ain't just thinking, oh, if you're a bad person, you sinning. If I tell you, man, F you, or I say something wild or something, or I'm breaking the law. Or if I don't like you, I'm breaking the, or just something, you know, thinking sin. Our people's conception of sin is not what the scriptures say. You know what I mean? It's breaking the laws of the Most High. It's sin. So then you need to find out now, what is the laws of the Most High, so I won't break them. Basically. Proverbs 28:4. The book of Proverbs, chapter 28, verse 4. They that forsake the law praise the wicked, but such as keep the law contend with them. So people that don't like to keep the laws of the Most High, they'll uplift people that's wicked. Past the pork chop, these wicked politicians, these athletes with money, you know what I mean? You know, anybody, these rappers, you know, all about money, man. But brothers that's trying to keep this law and try to live like the Most High, we're going to contend with them. We're going to battle them to the point, nah, man, y'all wrong and we right. We going to contend with them. Yeah, like we in a ring or something. But it's going to be a spiritual battle. It say, evil men understand not judgment, but they that seek the Lord understand all things. So that's why we going to contend with them, because we know people that's out there being wicked, they don't understand judgment, man. They don't understand when the Most High saying he going to put somebody to death for not keeping up with the dress code, for breaking the Sabbath and all that. They don't understand that because they ain't trying to keep no laws. They're not trying to understand the Most High, basically. You know what I mean? So you're not going to understand judgment. Let's go to Psalms 119:26. The book of Psalms 119:26. I have declared my ways, and thou heardest me. Teach me thy statutes. Verse 25 say, my soul cleaveth unto the dust. Like it's like I'm ready to die. Quickeneth thou me according to thy word. I have declared my ways, and thou heardest me. Teach me thy statutes. That's a man reaching out, man. Reaching out. Reaching out for the Most High to touch him, man, and to bring him to this truth. Let's go to Proverbs 7:2. Keep my commandments and live, and my law as the apple of thine eye. Most I tell you over and over, man, keep my commandments, man, and live. It say the law is the apple of thine eye. That's the apple of thy most high eye. And once you with this truth, it should be the apple of your eye, this law. You should enjoy keeping this law. Sirach 21:11. It say, he that keepeth the law of the Lord getteth the understanding thereof, and the perfection of the fear of the Lord is wisdom. Telling you over and over, man, he that keepeth the law of the Lord getteth the understanding. The more you trying to keep these laws and meditating on this truth and all that, and meditating on what's wicked in society, all these lies coming from Esau, you get the Most High gonna give you more understanding. Let's go to Sirach 1:26. Sirach 1:26. If thou desire wisdom, keep the commandments, and the Lord shall give her unto thee. What I just say in the last scripture, Sirach 21:11. It say, he that keepeth the law of the Lord getteth the understanding thereof, and the perfection of fear of the Lord is wisdom. What 1:26 say? If thou desire wisdom, keep the commandments, and the Lord shall give her unto thee. So it's telling you over and over, man, the more you keeping these commandments, man, you're going to get more wisdom and understanding and become wiser and wiser and wiser in this truth. Especially if you're the type of person that has a lot of man wisdom, whereas you were spiritual, you had zeal, just not according to the book, the knowledge, you know what I mean? You had a zeal, but not according to knowledge, I mean not according to the scriptures, but you had that zeal where your spirit was always talking to you and letting you know the stuff was right and wrong. Sirach 1:1. It say, all wisdom coming from the Lord and is with him forever. So the Most High got infinite wisdom, man. It say all wisdom come from the Lord. So how you going to get this wisdom from this infinite being that y'all call God? How you going to get him to give you a piece of his wisdom? You got to follow the book that he set up with all the wisdom in it. And your mind will start opening up to a lot of things. Sirach 1:5. You got to meditate on it. Sirach 1:5. It say the word of God Most High is the fountain of wisdom, and her ways are everlasting commandments, man. So all this stuff tied into each other. The wisdom, the knowledge, the understanding, it's tied into these commandments, man, and this law. Because when we get to the kingdom, he gonna reveal a lot of other knowledge to us too, to bring us back to how we was thousands of years ago. We was way more wiser back then when we was being righteous back then than we is now. We had deeper understandings on things. Let's go to Revelations 22:14. Not saying you can't be wise now, but growing up in this kingdom, you're not going to have that biblical spirit like they had then. You know what I mean? You can have it somewhat if you grew up in your family where you grew up around nature. They sent you down the country around farm animals. You always just into nature, and you know, you love the way the earth set up, and you just examining God's creation, the animals, all this and that. That'll keep you with a biblical spirit too. You know what I mean? And a lot of people that got biblical spirits, they love the Most High's nature. Most High's earth, His water, all the animals and ants. I love everything that the Most High created, man. Everything is beautiful that He created. You know what I mean? My spirit always used to be like in that spiritual feeling when I'm around water, around out there, like we fishing, or like we out there at a park somewhere where it's animals and stuff like that, at the pond. It's just a different feeling than you around all this concrete and cars and smelling car exhaust and people walking down the street, you MF and all that, and all these fights and all that. You're going to have a different spirit, man. People was getting put to death back then for all that madness. A lot of little funny stuff you couldn't be doing. Revelations 22:14. Blessed are they that do His commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city. What I just say, when we go into the kingdom, we're going to get more knowledge, more understanding. We're going to have new bodies, everything. You know what I mean? We're going to be different. We're going to be different beings. We're going to be more powerful. You know what I mean? But how you get there? Blessed are they that do His commandments, that they may have right to the tree of life and may enter through the gates into the city. These commandments tied to everything. Pastor Porkchop not teaching you that. How you going to get through them gates? Keeping them commandments. That's what it says. 1 John 5:3. A lot of people got this own recollection of what the Most High require of them. This 1 John 5:3. In the New Testament, where they keep running to, it say, for this is the love of God, that we keep His commandments. And His commandments are not grievous. These commandments is not hard to do, man. You shouldn't be groping at noonday about these commandments, man. Pouting and all that. You should want to do them. You should want to separate spiritually from these demons, man. They got you following Christmas and Thanksgiving and all these wicked holidays. You know what I mean? That got you basically following a false way. You following a false way. I don't care what you say. These devils ain't my God. So when I found this truth, I was pressed to get spiritually to separate from this kingdom. Pressed to do it. Pressed to know what I was thinking in my spirit the whole time about how we the chosen people. Because I examined every other nation on earth. Before this truth, I was examining the other nations. And I been came to the conclusion that we was the chosen people, man. A lot of this stuff in this truth I already knew coming in. The book just confirmed the zeal, what my spirit been telling me for a long time about a lot of stuff. And a lot of other information I had, it confirms that too. Because my mother used to tell me and my brother when we was little that we was the Hebrews. We was the ones that built the pyramids when we was little. So I knew when I was little that we was the chosen people, because the chosen people was the ones Moses was saying, let my people go. when we sat down and watched that Moses movie when me and my brother, when we was little, my mother used to, even though they were showing white people, she always let us know them ain't the real Egyptians, or them wasn't the real slaves, Hebrews. She used to let us know. Them was y'all over there building that stuff up. Yeah. Romans chapter 3, verse 30. Saying it is one God which shall justify the circumcision by faith and uncircumcision through faith. Do we then make void the law through faith? God forbid. Yeah, we establish the law. Man, the Most High telling you right there, man. All that. Do we void the law through faith? Man, the Most High said forbid. No, we establish the law. So they keep trying to run to the New Testament. Most High tell you right there, no, we established the law, man. You got to keep this law, these commandments, man. It ain't no way around it. It ain't no way around it. Let's go to 1 Samuel. Let's dive back into the Old Testament. Hold on, I'm almost finished, big man. I'm almost finished. It's unplugged anyway. You ain't gonna be able to watch nothing. First, what's up? The remote? Hold on, man. You about to watch? I'm almost done, big man. Hold on. I'm almost done. We here long enough, man. You'll be doing this one day, teaching. You'll be doing this. Same thing. I doubt if we're going to be here that long. 1 Samuel 15. The book of 1 Samuel chapter 15, verse 23. Oh, this 2 Samuel. 1 Samuel. Come on over here, from over there. 1 Samuel chapter 15, verse 23. It say, for rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, and the stubbornness is an iniquity and idolatry, because thou hast rejected the word of the Lord. He have also rejected thee from being king. It tell you right there. Our people want to be rebellious and all that. It say, for rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft, man. Comparing rebellion as being a witch. So we got a rack of witches running around this junk because Negroes love to be rebellious. Let's go to Joshua 1 and 18. The book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 18. It say, whosoever he be that doth rebel against thy commandment, and will not hearken unto thy words and all that thou commandest him, he shall be put to death. Only be strong and of a good courage. Come on, man. I'm telling you right there. What one scripture said, rebellion is that of witchcraft. And right here say, whosoever he be that doth rebel against thy commandment, and will not hearken unto thy words and all that thou commandest him, he shall be put to death. Only be strong and of good courage. Come on, man. Courage to follow these commandments, man. So rebellion go with getting put to death, man. This is in the book of Joshua. Let's go to 1 Esdras 8 and 6. People got to stop being rebellious, man. The book of 1 Esdras 8, chapter 8, verse 6. It say, in the 7th year of the reign of Xerxes, in the 5th month, this was the king's 7th year. For they went from Babylon in the 1st day of the 1st month, and came to Jerusalem according to the prosperous journey which the Lord gave them. This first Esdras 8 and 6. Okay, verse 7. For Esdras had very great skill, so that he omitted nothing of the law. Say he omitted nothing of the law. So our people keep talking about New Testament, New Testament, New Testament. Esdras say, man, he had great skill, so that he omitted nothing of the law and commandments of the Lord, but taught all Israel the ordinances and judgments. Come on, man. Telling you right there, man, Esdras was a mighty prophet. The prophet Ezra. He told you right there, man. He said he ain't omit nothing from the law. He taught Israel everything the Most High said. So why these preachers only going in the Old Testament, pulling John 3:16 and not teaching the whole book? Because they some lies, man. Some wicked liars, man. And on that note, shalom, shalom to the 12 tribes scattered abroad. And all praises to the Most High for this truth. Zephaniah Yasha from SITHLORDTIGER. School of Truth. Stick together, y'all.